Okay, we're going to take the original hello world.html program that we created, and in there we have two functions, a function called hello, which just says hello world, and a function called getGreeting that returns a result. It happens to be hola mundo, which is the Spanish for hello world. And that's all we really have. Plus down the bottom we have a line that's just a paragraph that says hello world. That's all it says. Very static. And that's all it's going to look like. Hello world, hello hola mundo, and hello world again. But we'd like it to look like this, where we've got some buttons for English, Spanish, French, German, and even Latin as an example. So let's go back to that original script that we wrote, and down on the hello world line that had a paragraph, we're going to split that open a little bit here and add something. ID equals greeting. That's what we're going to add. So now that paragraph of hello world is actually known by the ID of greeting. We also have to go and widen some things here, give ourselves some extra room, because we got to create a few things. First thing we're going to create is a function. Now this function is called foreign, and you'll see it has one parameter, which is the word language. That's a variable called language. So that means we're sending one piece of information to this function. Now this function, we're going to begin with 5 variables. The English, Spanish, French, German, and Latin of hello world in each of those. So we're just setting a variable eng equal to hello world in quotes and so on. Now, if language, and language is the parameter sent to the function, if it's equal to English, notice there's a double equals there. Double equals is comparing it. So if it compares and is equal to English, then we have an open and close curly braces that says document dot get element by ID parentheses greeting in quotes dot inner HTML, spelled lowercase inner and capital HTML. That means that area known by the ID greeting, it's gonna, the inner HTML, the stuff between the P and the /P, the inner part, is going to be equal to ENG. And what is ENG? A variable that has a value of hello world. We'll do the same thing for the other 4, so that if the word Spanish is sent as the one parameter called language, then it's going to have that greeting, the inner HTML, the stuff in between the P to the /P, that's going to be equal to SPA, which is the variable that means hola mundo, and so on. Now how do we get to trigger this foreign function? That's the next question. So down in the body, we're going to create some buttons. Input type equals button. On click, notice, now I've got double quotes because I need single quotes inside. Foreign parentheses, single quote English, single quote close parentheses. The semicolon's optional. So it says if you click this button, then it's going to send the word English to the foreign function. Notice this particular button has a name of English, but it also has a value of English. That's why English appears on the button itself. Same thing for Spanish, just be Spanish, and then of course we can add French, German, and Latin. Same thing. So as long as it sends those words, then it knows what to do, because that word is sent to foreign, which then tells it change the inner HTML of that paragraph, which is known by the name greeting. And that's how we're going to get it to work. So now we can click on Spanish and see hola mundo. Click on French, bonjour le monde, allo welt, and salve orbis, all meaning hello world.